I've made a mistake. Actually, I've made a couple. So let's talk about them. Hi, my name is Dawn Dalton. I am a freelance writer, and this is the last time I get to say aspiring author, because my debut novel, Game On, comes out on Tuesday, March 26th. So, as many of you know, I have been setting up this new writer notebook to capture ideas and to work through different things. And not too long ago, I decided that I did need to put in my beat sheet for Romancing the Beat. So I went into my old writer's notebook, pulled it up, started writing, and realized that I had made a mistake in my Writer Happy Planner last year. So for the 4 or so novels that I plotted last year, I messed up. And not only did I messed up in the first section. This is what I have for the setup to a novel, to a romance novel. Intro Hero 1, Intro Hero 2, Meet Cute, and Adhesion Plot Thrust. And that is really hard to say. When you go into section 2, you have No Way 2. Where is No Way 1? It's supposed to be in section 1. It's supposed to be in the setup. And I have been plotting all of my novels without that. Luckily, for some awesome reason, my brain puts it in there, and there is a No Way 1. But it's never actually in my notes. An entire year. I'm now tempted to go back and look at some of my other plots to see how far back this problem goes. I don't even know how I missed it, but I missed it. The only reason I realized that I missed it is because I had put the Romancing the Beat sheet into my new writer's notebook. And my heart stopped because I'm like, well, now I have to go back and edit all of my other books and double check that I did not screw this up that hard. And because I'm editing Press Start right now, it made it really easy for me to go, okay, there it is. It's there. It's just not in my plot notes. Same thing for Roll of the Dice. It's there. It's just not in my plot notes. So now I have to go back and figure out what books are still missing it, and if my brain just filled that in knowing that it was supposed to be there instead of, completely skipping it. The other thing that I've been screwing up recently, and is going to bite me in the butt next week, is I'm an introvert, and marketing is hard, especially when you don't really know what you're doing. I did finally do some shots with my book. I pulled out a few of my old miniatures because these are miniature players, and set it up with the book so that I could take some shots and videos for short form purposes. But I haven't been marketing this book very well. I don't even have a newsletter yet. And it's now a little bit too late to fix that for this book. So I am keeping track of basically everything I've done for this book so that when I go to do Press Start, I can look it over and figure out what I messed up and what I need to fix for the next book and how to do all of that. But this is sort of my accountability for making sure that every time you do your process, you double check your process. It's like backing up your work. Make sure you're backing up your work with great regularity. Because I have had Scrivener eat documents twice now without a backup because I didn't learn the first time. Luckily, I haven't had it eat anything lately. So I'm excited about that part. I still don't know how I managed to shut off my spell check on Scrivener because I can't get Scrivener to turn it back on. And I have done everything that they tell you to do to turn it back on, and I am still typing blind. Luckily, when I get done with the draft of Roll of the Dice and the edits to getting my chapters organized for Press Start, I can move them over to a Google Doc to get a better formatting, spell checky run on them. But for now, I'm mostly writing blind, and I know that my spelling isn't always the greatest. So lots of little screw ups, lots of things that need to be addressed in my process. But it's all about learning and the journey. So if you guys have been enjoying watching me mess up and adjust accordingly, be sure to feed the algorithm, boop that like button, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.